Ready?
Always ready.
Are you rolling?
Yeah, rolling.
Gosh, Jamal! Okay, so, little fact about me. I'm a widow, and it sucked. And it still does, actually. But my husband passed away of Lou Gehrig's disease in 1999. I've raised a fantastic daughter on my own who is now 19 and attends the University of Southern California, almost on a full scholarship, I might add. I am living proof that God is faithful, that He has a plan for each of our lives. If we simply stick around long enough through tenacity and through faith, He will come through because He's faithful, even whenever we're not. And that really is what my show is about. It's about the faithfulness of God in the earth and Him calling those of us who call ourselves His children to the forefront to step out and occupy, which is what He's called all of us to do. It's the privilege that He's given us to do. My favorite color, oh my God, my favorite color is white. Stop. It's white. That's not true. It's blue. It's Aegean blue. And because my father is Greek, was Greek, will always be Greek, even though he's gone on to be with the Lord, he's probably still Greek. I bet you. He's overlooking the Aegean Sea right now. What do you think? I'm asking my producer. What do you think? My father's with the Lord. Amen. And like he's probably overlooking Santorini because it's the most beautiful place on earth. My mother, you can't see her, but she's here. She's German. She's amazing. And she knows how to cook really amazing German food. I'm not supposed to say this, I guess, because I'm a Christian, but German beer, what? Amazing. So I'm a very cultured person. I've traveled a lot of the world. I've traveled a lot of the United States. I sing in different languages. I'm a little bit of an actress, a little bit of a showboater. I'm a lot silly because I have come through hell and back, baby, and I'm really glad to still be standing. So the fact that I can laugh and I have a twinkle in my little eyeballs tells you that God is faithful, and as faithful as He is over my life, He'll be faithful over yours. So what else do you want to know about me? Boxers or briefs? Neither. My hair is in my color, kinda. See this line of delineation? Not. Okay, I won't tell you where I'm from. Am I a Republican or a Democrat? Anyway, so what are some other factoids that you might want to know? Did Adam have a belly button? I don't know, but if he did, I sure hope it's cuter than mine. What else? Once you go black, you never go back. Whatever that's about. I told you I'm a mess. Oh my God. So, what else? I'm not stuffy. I don't believe in stuffy religion. The definition of God's definition of true religion is to take care of the widows, to visit the widows and the fatherless, and to keep one unspotted from the world. So for all of you trying to figure out what the heck the perfect religion is, that's it. In God's book, to love your neighbor as yourself, and to forgive, and to put no other gods before Him. There you go. There's Christianity 101 all wrapped up in one sentence. I love it. What else? Just because God is the God of love does not mean He's the God of anything goes. Should you be having sex outside of marriage? No, but it is a lot of fun, but there's a lot of consequences to it. I'm just telling you. My favorite television show, I don't have one because I don't like the TV. It's mean. My favorite thing to do in the world. I snot. Have you ever booger snotted on yourself? It's horrible. And so, hold on, we gotta check again. All right, I'm good. My mother's laughing, but you can't hear her because my producer has the most amazing mic in the world that looks like a rabbit's butt because it's like this big furry ball. But it picks up everything I have to say, since it's all about me. That's all that matters. What else? I have cried. I've wanted to drive off of a cliff. I tried to take a bottle of pills when I was 15 because I hated my life. My life sucked. So if you're there, don't do it. Trust me. Just call me. Email me. Come hang out with me. Call someone who can minister to you. Here's my message to the body of Christ. Quit condemning everyone. Quit waiting for Jesus to descend from the clouds and be the church. Show up. Show out. Get involved in the youth programs. Create your own youth program. Go to a college campus. Put your arms around some kid. Quit being afraid. And by the way, So here's something really cool. The Bible does not talk about horse racing or marijuana. I know they're really important pieces of legislation right now, but I'm just telling you, I'm willing to bet that our Father put the marijuana plant in the garden. Either that or Satan turned like a really pretty plant into a pot plant. I don't know which came first, but it makes people feel good. It's healing. It's therapeutic. What else? What do I think about alcohol? I think I'm super grateful the first miracle was wine. What else? My favorite season, fall, because I get to snuggle with my imaginary boyfriend who's never in my life during the fall. What else? Beach or mountains? Yes. Because I love it all. Because I want it all. Because why? Because I'm a daughter of God and I can have it all. So, what else? Version of the Bible. No other but King James. I'm just going to tell you, any version of the Bible that takes out the name Lucifer, it's not for very smart people. Do not put that in my video. It is not for smart people. I'm just going to tell you. It's for the Christians who have those little tickly ear things on that my producer's wearing right now. My little director man, my sexy black strapping director man who just turned red. See, whoever said black people can't blush lied. Just telling you, because they can. I've seen it. Even though they don't age. Have you ever noticed that? Black people don't age. Neither do Asians. But when they do, you're like, good Lord, how old are you? Because they live to be like 200. I think they know something we don't. I think they're eating from the Garden of Eden. The Chinese are holding out on us. That's what's going on. It's surprising. They have all our money. And they have all of our youth while we're shooting Botox injections into our face. We can't feel anything anymore. Matter of fact, I just said that you see these lines right here. My producer here tells me that people like wrinkles. That wrinkles actually draw people into conversation. So how drawn are you to this conversation? Because as you can see, I have lots of wrinkles. My worst day ever, getting the phone call that my husband died while I was 3,000 miles away, taking care of my sick grandmother, knowing that he died alone is something I've never gotten over. I don't think anyone, including an animal, should ever have to die alone. Scariest moment ever is when I was told that my daughter had to have a blood transfusion and I didn't know what to do. So I called my pastor and he just put it to me in very plain terms and said if she had just had a catastrophic car accident and she was bleeding to death, what would you do? You wouldn't even think about it, right? Yeah. So as a widow, I've had some very difficult moments in my life, but I did not go through not a single one of them alone. Funniest moment as a single parent. I learned how to hijack the electricity off of my neighbor's back porch because I couldn't pay my light bill. So my refrigerator was going bad. It was not good. And it was hot. My mother's still laughing because she remembers this. But it's awful because she really could have helped me at the time. But she's a horrible mother. I'm kidding. So I went down to the electric company, which I'm fully convinced is owned and operated by the mob. I'll refrain from telling you which electric company, but they're awful. I don't know if they're going to heaven, by the way, but if they do, and we're sitting at the supper of the Lamb, I'm going to be like, what the? Anyway, so I'm going to be like, you guys should be in hell, because that's what I lived with for an entire summer just about, because I couldn't afford my air conditioner. No mercy, no mercy. Praying for the people at my electric company, by the way. Anyway, you know who you are. So, so does God. That should scare you. Because I pray about you nightly. So anyway, we took an extension cord and we dragged it from my neighbor's porch into my back window and we hooked it up to a fan. And my daughter was like, oh my gosh, mommy, like, what are we doing? I'm like, we're having a slumber party in the living room because it's too freaking hot to sleep in the bedroom. So another funny moment. So I had to drive my car into the ground. People think I'm such a diva because I have a Mercedes now. It's kind of divish, but it was my heart's desire in the Lord. I delighted myself in the Lord and he gave me a Mercedes. Go ahead. Call me a prosperity preacher. I don't care. I don't have enough prosperity in my bank account for that statement to even matter. But I hope to one day. Boy, the jokes just keep coming. Tip your waiters at the end of this. What did I do? Oh, so the transmission went out in my car, and being the resourceful young widow that I have been all of these years, I realized that if I just dropped my gears in my automatic transition in my BMW down into the manual part of my transmission, that it would actually drive. And it did, but here was the really crappy part of that. My 10-year-old had to get out of the car and push us in reverse every time I parked in a really bad spot. So there just came a day when she was like, Mom, I love you, but I can't do this anymore. And we didn't. And the Lord blessed me with an amazingly beautiful black Mercedes-Benz. And my church coveted it and called me a diva, but they helped me buy it. So weird. So don't miss out on it. Moral of that story is that if the Lord wants to bless you with your heart's desires, there's nothing that he hasn't thought about. Nothing. Like, he knows what's in your heart. Whatever it is you're dreaming for, here's the message of my show. Dream. Dream big. I know that sounds so ridiculous. It's so cliche. But he is a God of dreams, and he plants them inside of us to do good and to vote smartly and to vote godly and to vote biblically and to get out there and run races biblically, to govern biblically, starting with your own house, not just down at our legislature. So work it out, y'all. Work out your fear and trembling. And tune into my show every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's amazing. I started out with 30 minutes, and my show was so provocative. They weren't sure they were going to play it, but called me and asked me if I could do an hour. What does that tell you? So it's not going to be boring. You're going to feel like you have found a radio home, because Mama Monica is going to be there with my big old arms open, with a big church hug and a big old dose of what the were you thinking whenever you voted for this, and why are you still sitting at home in your recliner eating Cheetos with dirty toenails waiting for Jesus to descend out of the clouds before you get off your butt and do something to help the world. I love you. Peace out. I'm tired. I don't want to see that in its entirety.
I'm easily tired. All of it. Every second.
It's all me. That's the thing, is that it's all me. These are the conversations that go on in my head. You're like, you talk to people? Are you still rolling?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is why you continue to roll. For moments like this.
It's all me, and the devil is real, and he hates you. Oh my God. Ephesians 6:12, babies. Satan hates you. That is the name of my t-shirt line. So, okay, I'm really done. I need a cocktail.